I think we're online. Hello and welcome, ladies and gentlemen. Tuesday night, that means we're in the Dirt Series. Getting ready to head to Drebin with the Dirt late models. We have the sprint cars coming up later. Ooh, better turn that down. Should be a pretty good, interesting race. I know that we have exactly 18, so there was no B main tonight. We had 20 sign up. Two of the drivers, unfortunately, did not be able to make it. So because of that, we have 18 drivers. They've all qualified. They did their heats. And now we're getting ready to go with the A main. Scar starting on the pole tonight. Martin Epperson out there. What's up, guys? Thank you for tuning in. You are our first viewer. A little different than last week. Last week we had 3 races as we rerun Bristol and then went to Charlotte and then headed on to the sprint cars. Tonight, because we only have the single individual races, we're actually able to do the heats. Again, we spoke about it. Quite a few guys signed up, so it should be pretty good. Robbie Racing out there, thanks for tuning in. Blue for you guys because you're hearing my voice and my voice only right now, so getting in here. Again, 18 drivers headed to the short track of Drebin. To those of you that don't know, we race our A-mains 100% with stages. We don't typically have a caution problem, but that doesn't mean that we won't. Anyway, because of that, we run stages just to give the drivers a little bit of break. 100 straight laps here and then headed over to the sprint cars could be quite a bit of racing, so we try to break it up and help them out a little. Robbie Racing, yes I am, but that's not a big deal. Loading in here, as you guys can see on your screens. We got a few viewers out there. Robbie and Martin Epperson, you guys have seen a little bit of the dirt racing, maybe a little who's your guys' pick to win. As we're going green here, I gotta get us a little bit more volume. Alright, there we go, and we're green flag. We have Scar out in the lead in that 92 machine. He did not race last week at neither Charlotte or Bristol, but he is always a front runner whenever he comes here to the Dirt Late Models, the Extreme Dirt Series. Let's see, scrolling through, we have Sweet Bud Racing in the 10. He's sitting in second on the high side above. That's heat. We all know that 36 car, purple, green, and black, that is heat. He is our points leader in the series, and he got a victory at Bristol last week. Or one of the other, Bristol or Charlotte. I know Cola got the other, and I think it was at Charlotte that Cola got the victory. Cola, unfortunately, not here tonight. Pink and white car, that might be Danger Kid sitting there in 4th. Sweet Bud still on the outside. Heat takes that position, P2. The field is singling out pretty good here already, and apologies, that Sloth Nation in the pink and white number 96 back here. A battle right behind them. Danger Kid following, I can't quite tell who those are. That would be the 51 of Me2 Sprad, and the 37 is Honda Racing. Gonna blue screen for just a second, see if the British guy is free and available. Sorry about this, ladies and gentlemen. Robbie, you now have a chat invite if you wanted to join me here in the booth. Back to the racing, we have Me2 Sprad sitting back there. He's being challenged. Here comes the 37 Honda Racing, Cobra Nation in the 20, 85, that's Intel, the 8, the Michigan Wolverine paint scheme of Tanner Swally, 77 maybe, I believe, Dirt Ghost, Stank Bud Racing in the 20, Haha in the 00, Jason MC, newcomer to the series and league in this 39 bright colored machine. Name untaken in the always black number 17, Dr. Robbie Bobby in the 64, and Jeff Renal in the 55, and then that is our rundown. Looks like Heat may have gotten by Scar here for the lead. So Heat now at P1 in that number 36 Dirt Late Model. Hello, Robbie.
Hello mate, you're alright? I thought I'd come and give you some company. Yeah, I mean there's definitely a lot of drivers out there tonight. Drebin, definitely a good dirt track to race on. You've got the nice bank corners as well, and it's just so lovely to drive around.
Yeah, it's a It's actually a really hard track. The two corners, it seems like it's just, you know, a really hard, like Bristol style track, but both corners individually act way different, and so this is a really tough track to get around, and the bottom groove is not always the fast. This is more of a track that you kind of want to diamond around the corners. Ooh, looks like a wreck here.
Nice wide corners.
You may be able to join the broadcast through the game session on the screen in the chat party. No caution for that wreck here as we see all the drivers still going Honda Racing, battling with the Sloth Nation. I think I just called Honda Nation. That is not accurate. It's Honda Racing. It says right there on my screen that that's his name.
Whoops.
Ooh, I don't know if that was actual carnage, but the 85 and the 17 seem to be making lots of contact as they dive down into what I believe to be 3 and 4. And I am wrong again. That was 1 and 2. So I'm batting 1,000 here. Viewers at home, sorry if I'm giving you whatever that deal is where I'm zoning back and forth real quick. I'm just trying to get you guys some action. We see Dr. Robbie Bobby trying to get to the inside of the 20. That would be Stank Bud Racing.
So who's your pick to win tonight then?
I'm going to go ahead and pick the car that finishes first because you can't ever be wrong when you do that.
Okay, I'm going to pick the guy that's at the back. You know, since we drive on the wrong side of the road here, it only makes sense I pick the guy that finishes last.
That is very accurate and logical for you to do that. Typically, that's where you finish, so I see why you would make that as your choice. I'm just messing with you. Heat up here, though, I really think that this race is going to come down to our top 3. Just so everybody knows, we do the heat racing. We're not talking about Heat, the driver, anymore, but heat racing style. We randomize the drivers. And the 3 winners of their respected heats start 1, 2, 3. Oh, as Dr. Robbie Bobby and Heat make some contact there. But so the 3 respected winners of their heats start up front, and that would be Sweetbud, Heat, and Scar. So I believe all 3 of those cars would be the ones you got to watch here tonight. Ooh, the 55 looks like he spins out in front of the leaders. That would be the newcomer, I believe, of Jeff Renault. No, he's not new. Jeff Renault's been here a minute. Jason MC is the new guy. Man, I'm having a hard time being able to tell my left from right, apparently, here in the booth tonight.
To be fair, there are a lot of cars out there, though.
Yeah, I mean, just look at this. I mean, I believe that Scar now made his way through lap traffic considerably better than Heat did. And even though Heat had a pretty good lead, Scar's right there on his tail now. So, you know, in racing, when the leader's lapping you, you're going to race just as hard as he was any other driver trying to stay on the lead lap. But when that second place guy gets to you, you really at that point, you just want to give way and kind of let him go because you're not really fighting for anything at that point. And it always proves well for the guy sitting in second. And because of that, we've seen Scar catch Heat. Now that they're out of traffic, the 36 car is pulling back away from the rest of the field. So at this point in time, early in stage 1, Heat seems to have a commanding lead and the fastest car on the track. Shocker.
He's such a fast driver. He's good at what he does. There's a reason he's a well-known dirt driver. And it's like tonight, you know, he's up there in a top position and kicking ass.
Yeah, going to try to find some of this battling. There's battling all over the track here, so let's try to find some. Need2 just got around, I believe that was Stank Bud in the 20. Little Mike, I really like his paint schemes. His speed in his car hasn't been here, but he's been with us now about 3 to 4 weeks. And I really like this 29 car, Little Mike. He seems to be pretty respectful. He's trying to learn the ropes, but he gets out of the way pretty good. Looks like stage 1 has come to an end, I'm assuming. Because I don't... Oh, or that's the reason. We do have a flipped car, the 8 of Tanner Swally. That could also be what happened there.
I do believe I just seen a 37 car. Sorry, bud, but that number is taken. Please get your bloody own.
He actually took that the last week. You know, the week you didn't show up, he took it over.
Yeah. That's fair. Well, in that case, you better get the win, bud. Otherwise, it's going to be trouble.
Breaking news, Robbie has a new pick for the race. You know, I'm really excited. Tonight is the biggest individual night of dirt racing that we will have ever here at Giggity Racing Lead, as we had 18 drivers here for the late models A main here, and then we have 18 drivers getting ready in their sprint cars to go on the Tony Stewart sprint car game immediately following this race here.
That's a lot of cars.
Yeah, 36 cars in total. You will see some of the drivers are going to do the cross-platform. Some you'll see in this race, and you'll see some in the other one. However, probably 80% of the sprint car guys prior to last week, I mean, I never heard of any of them. And we only had 8 last week, so the other 10 are still a whole bunch of people that I'd never heard of. We do have some truck drivers that are trying to race. Pa Bear, Ma Bear, Sanity, Dr. Robbie Bobby, he races with us over there. He's fast on the sprint cars. And Icy, Tyler Icy is going to be trying to race. Back up. Go ahead. No, you go ahead.
I was going to say, I do believe that Dr. Robbie is actually going to be running that Shin Motorsports paint scheme over at Tony Stewart. I'll say one thing about that game. Now, I've played it, and it is hard as hell, but, you know, the graphics are really, really good. I like what they've done with the graphics in the game. It's just good, the structure and the feel that they've got there.
Yeah, so again up front here, I don't know if that was the end of stage 1, so I don't know if we're in stage 2. It seems actually about right. But on the restart, Heat started on the inside, Scar to the outside. Scar got the takeoff. He has the lead. And the Heat has been battling with Nitu Sprat in the 51 to the point where they're not even gaining on Scar. Scar's taken away. And Heat now falling back to 3rd, looking like he's going to fall back to 4th as here comes another front runner, the 20 of Cobra Nation. He's fast. He's only raced here twice, and he's gotten a victory in one of those 2 races. So he's a top contender, and he's sitting here in 4th with Sweet Bud, another Heat winner earlier, sitting in 5th.
Definitely a lot of good driving going on, a lot of good racing, everybody giving everybody else a bit of room. And you know, I mean, we've got the odd bumps and the bumps and grinds here and there, but definitely some great racing.
Yeah, this is a lot different dirt racing here, and the racing in this series compared to what you're going to see in the sprint cars is a lot different than what you're going to see on the asphalt track. You don't want to beat and bang on the asphalt, you're going to wreck somebody. But in the dirt series, you almost help both them and yourself to make a little bit of contact. You can kind of help them get a little bit sideways, make them go a little faster. It's kind of like the bump draft at Talladega for the asphalt cars, you know. So the little bit of beating and banging is to be expected in this series, and they're not actually hurting each other by doing that. So this is really good racing that I'm seeing out here. Back here a little bit further, we have Sloth Nason. He's trying to get around Name Untaken, but he's not too far back. As you can see, there's the 10, there's the 22, there's the 37. He's not that far away from that lead pack. This is a battle for 5th, guys.
Shout out to Name Untaken as well. You know, he's been on dirt for a long time. Dirt since Heat 3, I believe. I've been a bit longer than that. And he's decided to give asphalt a go in the customs, and he's doing a pretty good job with it.
Yeah, he's doing really good, actually. Honestly, he's doing a little better than I'd expected him to. I'm not saying that in a bad way. I'm meaning that in a really good way. Seeing a little bit of lag out there. The 22 car of somebody, Danger Kid. I'm seeing a lot of lag out of his car. I don't see any wrecking happen because of it. So that could just be on my end here. As I say that, it looks like the 96 of Sloth was just kind of caught the inside wall, but again, I don't know if that was because of lag, as it looks like it's cleared up, and I'm seeing a lot of lag out of a bunch of the cars. So again, that might just be on my end. Ooh, I see Dr. Robbie Bobby and Honda Racing wrecked, and then they're both going again. So not sure what's going on.
Yeah, it might be the servers. I mean, we've had the update today, but there's still been a few more problems. I think they've actually caused more problems than what they're fixed in the update. But hopefully that gets sorted within a couple of days.
Yeah, I'm trying to see. Scar is been passed by the 20 of Cobra, as well as the 36 of Heat, as well as the 51 of Nitu. So I actually believe Nitu to be our leader right now.
Have we got another one after this?
Another what?
Race.
The sprint cars.
Oh,
This is, I'm glad you asked though, this is the A main to all the viewers at home. Typically we do B main and then A main. There is no B main tonight. We had exactly 18 drivers, so there was no need for a B main race tonight. The battle up front is heating up as Heat is there. He is trying to get to Nitu. Cobra having a little bit of a hard time with the lap traffic. He's sitting back there in 3rd, and don't count out Scar sitting there in 4th. This lap traffic playing a huge factor right now as we're in the middle. I believe this has got to be stage 2. Heat going to the inside of the 51. 51 holds on, keeps the lead. Here comes Heat again, 3 wide as they enter the corner. Coming off the exit, Little Mike on the outside, Need2 in the middle, Heat on the inside. Heat's going to have the lane of preference, tries the slide job, and here comes Cobra Nation now. He gets into the side of the 51, drops back down to the bottom as they go into turns 1 and 2. Cobra Nation, Need2 Sprad side by side for P2, but that's going to let Heat start walking away. They need to figure out who's going to be at what position as soon as possible.
How are we actually looking in the points for these guys? I mean, we've got these guys in the top 3. What sort of damage are they going to do in the standings?
Dirt Series, we actually have Cobra is our points leader by 1 point over Heat. So that green and black number 20 car that you're seeing that just finished second behind the 36, that is 1 point gained by that 36. So that alone would tie them. However, keep in mind, Heat also won stage 1 and Cobra was not up there, so Heat should take it over. Haha Gotcha in the 00 enters sitting 3rd. Cola enters 4th, but again, he's not here tonight. Neither is Ranman, who's sitting 5th. So following 6th would be Tanner. 7th is Little Mike. Dr. Robbie Bobby 8th in points. Dirt goes to the 77 car. He's in 9th, and Sloth Nation in the 96 sitting top 10.
This Dirt Series has definitely taken off well, and it has come a long way since GKE Racing League started doing it. What do you think is going to be the next step? I mean, we've gone from the late models on Heat to Tony Stewart. What do you think will be next?
Well, so there's a few things. There's a Dirt, whatever 2.0 or whatever the new Dirt game is, 4.0. They have a sprint car series that they're getting ready to start over there, as well as talk rumors in the Heat community that modifieds are getting brought to Dirt modifieds are getting brought to the Tony Stewart game. Interesting enough that it's called the Tony Stewart Sprint Car game, and they're going to add modifieds. But yeah, so we might actually have 3 different types of dirt cars, dirt vehicles that you'll be seeing racing. We do have, Tony Stewart does have 4 different series of sprint cars that you can run on that game. However, we went with the biggest, fastest ones, and to any viewer at home, I want to be clear. Trying to run all these series on dirt, this is a very stressful night trying to get stuff up and running. There's, you know, when we run our presets and custom series on the asphalt, you set up one lobby, you qualify at 4%, and you race right after. This dirt series is a little bit different. 3 separate races just to get the heats done, aka qualifying, and then you have a 50% race, aka the B main, and then a 100% race for the A main, all to just reset right after these late models are done and do it all over again for the sprint cars. However, there will be no B main for the sprint cars either. Actually, fake news, they had 19 sign-ups, so there will be a B main for the sprint cars, as one person will go home.
Yeah, there's definitely a lot of drivers and a lot of races all in one night. What do you think, maybe in the future we start splitting it up?
Yeah, maybe. I really like having the dirt series all together like this, though. It is a lot of racing. It's a lot of stress on my end, setting everything up. But if you go to your local Saturday night track, which is what I'm trying to do here with these dirt cars, you go to your local Saturday night track, you don't just see one series race. You see everything they have to offer at that track on the track that night. So that's really what I'm trying to do. However, this may turn into a weekend type racing deal. Where we can run the late model heats, swap over to Tony Stewart, run the sprint car heats, swap back over here to the Nascar Heat 5 and run the B main for the late models. Kind of exactly like you would see in real life.
Yeah, we have the same actually over here. We actually call it shale. We have multiple formulas all in one night. I mean, we have our banger weekends, and sometimes they mix it up a bit. A lot of you already know what the banger racing is. For those that don't, it's a bit more lethal than what you guys have. And
they're what we call here in the States enduro races. Not endurance, but enduro, where you just drive each other. You just smash each other. Kind of like the game Wreckfest.
Yeah, pretty much. And we also have formulas like F1s and F2s, which are a little bit similar to the actual Tony Stewart game. So I do believe that we've got quite a few people over here in the UK actually playing that game, because of the similarities that they have. we have stuff like the 1300 stock cars as well. Then we've got the 1600 bangers and the 2 litre bangers and the limited bangers. And we have even banger racing buses and limos. So it's endless over here.
You know, I've actually stated multiple times that, not on these in the broadcast, but in the chats, as we see heat and lap traffic followed by new two spread in that 51. I believe this to be stage 3, guys. So this is huge. But yeah, so I've actually stated a whole lot of times that the Dirt Series racing is actually some of my favorite racing, whether it was me on the track or even just sitting here in the broadcast booth. I really, really enjoy this dirt racing. I grew up, my family was an asphalt oval track racers. They ran some, they were called Strictly Stocks or Tigers and Pro 4s. And then I myself got on the dirt tracks and ran anywhere from 4-cylinders to late models to, you know, their street stock series. And I mean, it's just a blast. And watching these guys brings me back to my roots growing up, you know. So I really thoroughly enjoy it. And growing up, I'm really glad they made a sprint car game here because I know whenever I went to the local dirt track, the sprint cars weren't there on a weekly basis, but man, were they fun every time they showed up and they were here for their touring series. So definitely something fun. It brings you back to your roots, being able to see the dirt flying here for the Giggity Racing League.
Going back to what you just said there, you know, we also have stuff on asphalt over here as well. I mean, we've always wanted a game like you guys have got. You've got Nascar, which you have in your region, and you have these late models and the sprint cars, but it's something that we've not really touched on PlayStation 4 over here.
Yeah, you guys, is the Supercar series over there?
We actually, I think Supercar...
Hey, Red 4424 tuning in. Thanks, man.
Hello, buddy. Hello, sunshine! That's from Red. So we actually have stuff like the standards over here, and then what you were talking about, we actually call the hot rods. I'll have to dig out some pictures, actually. I'll speak to a few of the drivers we have over here and see if we can get pictures of the cars and send them over to you.
Not to cut you off, but here late in stage 3, the battle for the lead is heating up. We have the 51 of Me Too, the 20 of Cobra Nation, and in front of the two of them we have heat. But don't look now, lap traffic coming into play. I don't know if that was real hit or that was a little bit of lag, but the 20 gets into the left rear corner of the 51, now goes below him. With the crossover, here comes the 51 back into P2. What a battle for second place. A little bit of contact as 51 drops in front of the 20. 20 following the 51. Here comes the 17 of Name Untaken. I believe that to be a lap car, as the 92 of Scar, I believe, is in 4th place. The lap car gets into the wall right in front of these guys while they're battling for second. That 36 car is walking away. I'm assuming we're getting close to the end of this race with how these guys are battling so hard. Typically, if you're in 2nd and 3rd on the dirt series, you don't want to fight too hard. You're going to try to do everything you can to catch that leader, and that does not seem to be what they're doing right now.
Yeah, it seems to whoever's actually sitting in 3rd place, he's just pushed it a little bit too hard. He's lost a bit of time there, but hopefully he can catch back up and we can get some crossovers and some slide jobs going.
Then there goes the 20 back to the inside of the 51, so he has caught. Here comes the 51 now with the crossover, trying to look to the inside. I believe this is entering 3 and 4, maybe. The 37 and the 92, we just seen them going side by side just behind these guys. That would be for 4th place, as he is loving this battling that Nitu and Cobra are putting on. Guys, keep in mind, 18 drivers on the track at Drebin. This is no easy feat. We've not had a single caution for a wreck. We've only had the stage break. So great racing these guys are putting on here tonight.
Yeah, I kind of wish I'd changed my mind and actually joined it.
Well, and then we probably would have had a couple cautions. So for these drivers' sake, they're happy that you made the decision you did.
Yeah. This is how we do it in UK. Bosh!
Heat in heavy traffic. The 20 dives underneath him. This is for the lead. The 20 of Cobra Nation, that is also your top 2 in points. Cobra Nation, points leader entering tonight. Heat, 2nd in points, cuts off the nose of the 36. The 36 still stays down low as they enter the next corner. Oh, more contact is made. This has got to be coming down to the last couple laps. That was the front stretch. The race is not over. I'm assuming they're within 5 to go. The 20 has the lead. The 36 chasing closely behind. 36 gets into the left rear corner of the 20, looks back down below, coming on the straightaway. 20 holds him off. He has the position, goes to the high side, it seems. Does Heat have anything for him? We've seen all night that 36 car was... Oh, he gets into the wall. I believe that was the race. I think the 20 of Cobra Nation just won that race. What a battle. Big Jim out there, thanks for tuning in. Man, that was crazy. He dominated the whole race. He won stage 1. Cobra did get stage 2, but I thought it was just because of lap traffic costing the 36. There at the end of the race, it looked like the 20 might have actually had the fastest car, and he got the W. Can't wait to get back to the lobby and see exactly where those two cars rated. I wouldn't be surprised to see them sit P1 and P2 on the leaderboard.
Not to mention these other drivers, they all did a great job, great race, and like you said, no cautions, everybody keeping it pretty much clean throughout the whole race.
Yeah, I mean, that was remarkable. It really was some really good, clean racing. Congratulations to Cobra there with his victory, and Heat finishing second. Great job. I'm going to try to get Cobra here into the booth. Yes, I got to go. After that, we got to start getting sprint car set up. So, oh, you can do exactly what you just did. And so first was Cobra, second was Scar. Heat was third, so those guys ran up front all night, and they were the fastest cars on the track. So can't say that I'm surprised. Gonna give him just a few minutes to try to get in here. If he doesn't get in here, we're gonna go ahead and end this broadcast. And stay tuned, though. He is in here. Cobra joined.
Yeah.
Cobra, you got a copy?
You're still blinking on his screen. Just
tell him to back out and come right. Oh, he's here. He can hear me now. All right, Cobra.
I can hear you now.
Cobra, are
Yes,
you
sir.
on always allow on your voice?
Yes.
Okay. Crazy win, man. I thought Heat had the fastest car. You proved that not to be true, as you ended up with the fastest car on the track at the end of the race and the victory. Entering tonight, you were the points leader. Having a win is going to help you, but I think stage 1, where you did not finish up in the top 3 and Heat did win the stage, I think that might cost you. You guys might actually end up tied here. Go over those final 3 laps, man, and again, congratulations.
Thank you. I mean, that was a tough last 3 laps. I was getting beat up by lap cars, and you know, he had the win, but he slid up the track, and I had the car to dive underneath him, so I dove underneath him and tried to run away with it. We battled, but it was a fun, hard race.
Yeah, it looked like a little bit of. It looked like a little bit of contact there at the end, but it didn't look like it was enough contact to really wreck either one of you. It looked exactly like you would see on a Saturday night going for that victory, big payout race.
Yeah, just a little bumping and just a little racing.
Yeah, I mean, to the viewers at home, that had to have been a blast. I know on my end, I almost lost my breath. I almost pulled a pudding there. Again, congratulations, man. That's your second victory here, right?
Yes, sir.
Oh, good job.
Yeah, 2 out of 3 for you.
Yeah, I think I'd said that you had raced twice and ended up with a win. So congratulations, and I don't see you on the list for the sprint cars.
No, I don't. I have the game, but I don't know nothing about it. I don't know how to set them up or nothing.
Well, all right, man. Well, on a positive note, we had one of our late model only regulars take the victory home tonight here in the Giggity Racing League as they went to Drebin. Hard fought battle between the 20 of Cobra and the 36 of Heat. The 20 of Cobra edges out the victory, and Heat will be looking for a victory. Stay tuned as he goes to what was the track they're at? Hold on just a second. Boy, I almost made that sound really good, and then I didn't know where they're racing. They're headed to Circle Lake in the sprint cars, so Heat's looking for retaliation and trying to get a victory over there. Again, congratulations, Cobra. From everyone here at Giggity Racing League, thank you to the viewers for tuning in, and we'll see you shortly with the sprint cars.
Thank you. Have a good evening.